Okay, give me a little bit of time, guys. This is a author that I haven't had the pleasure to say their name yet. Malice A Forethought. I'm trying to figure out which was the most recent. I think it does say here series 2. Yeah, that seems to be the most recent one because we haven't read any of them in series 3, which was the time where I started calling out the authors, which is SP1917. 1917. Oh, it's a giant bishop robot. Yeah, that is a good one. Yes. Very friendly guy. Very friendly guy. I might go to church if I actually got to, like, you know, interact with this bishop. Kesha sang this live and I cried. I saw her right when she came out with this album. Honestly, may I be so bold and say I think it's the best album of hers. I don't know, I just feel the vibe with that type of music. I think it's like such a, of course, it's such a change in genre, but I feel like it's like truly powerful. I still haven't listened to all the songs of that album. I have to actually like sit down and eventually open up Spotify and just let all the songs play, because I heard this song the most, and I heard like another song maybe on in a shop here and there, but I actually never like sat down and listened to them all. So okay, so Malice A Forethought wrote, "We who are about to die salute you." What a title! What a title! Okay. Anonymous class Euclid safe. Special containment procedures. Well, show archive containment procedures. Let's look here. Due to the unpredictable nature of SCP-2668, MTF Shy Kai curators have been has been tasked with locating 2668 salutant events and disputing cover stories and amnestics as necessary. Decrease the likelihood of civilian abduction. At least one member of Foundation personnel is to be stationed at each prominent historical site with connection to the Roman Empire. See Protocol Roma for more. Oh, we're back to Rome. There's a couple SCPs that were connected to Rome throughout my years of reading them, so it's been a while since we had one. Highly recommend Rainbow. And Roman from the album, that's your assignment. I will also give it a listen, Steph. Yes, I will. I mean, I will probably listen to all of it, but I will definitely listen to it. Partial diagram of and dashboard instance recovered from beneath the Capitoline Museum's Rome, believed to date back to the late 16th century. Design similarities to instance of SCP-1628 has been noted. 1628. Oh yeah, it was like the tunnel that leads into like a underground city where it repeats our history, like literally like step by step. Like it literally like the city is like building in a rapid speed from like the birth of our history to now, and it's just a repetition basically. Interesting. So that's the sentiment incident. Okay. Site 54 is deemed the central hub for research into SCP-2668 due to its large vehicle hangar and easily accessible high-speed transport links. With inactive MTF, whatever those symbols mean again, agents housed nearby, civilians abducted by -1 are to be interviewed with amnestics selectively applied on a case-by-case basis. SCP-2668 is currently in a stable cycle necessitating little action on the part of the Foundation. Site 80B, located 3 km from historical Site 80, is currently the central research zone for all information relating to SCP-2668. It is expected to act as a prominent location for future research into extradimensional activity. No unauthorized electronic screens are to be activated within historical Site 80, and civilians witnessing events within SCP-2668 are to undergo standard amnesticization protocols. MTF. I'm actually going to look up what these symbols mean, because they're definitely Greek. So this one, this symbol is case from the 14th letter of the Greek alphabet called oh, okay, is it Psi and Chi? Also, how do you... Okay, and then this one must be... Chi. Okay, so that's just... Okay, gotcha. Psi Chi is currently undergoing reassignment. Oh, that's in the future. That's 900 SCPs later. Okay, gotcha. SCP-2668 is an extra-dimensional region resembling the Roman Colosseum, undamaged, appearing as it would have had at the time of its construction, and a small quantity of surrounding landscape. Physical laws act within SCP-2668 as they do in baseline reality. With the exception of temporal passage, physical laws within SCP-2668 appear to mimic those of baseline reality. No method of reaching SCP-2668 without the aid of -1 has yet been uncovered, despite Foundation efforts. -1 are 65,000 cent... God damn! -1 are 65,000 sentient animatronic humanoids resembling ancient Roman soldiers, civilians, and dignitaries capable of autonomous movement despite the lack of any visible power source. While in a dormant state, cameras embedded within the region reveal -1 choose to remain inside SCP-2668, moving from point to point with no apparent goal or aim. The only time at which diversions from this behavior pattern is observed is during 2668 salutant events, which progress as follows. Approximately 150-1 instances will manifest via unknown means in a place of large cultural importance, most frequently a monument, museum, or site of a historic event, invariably related to the history of the Roman Empire. One human subject nearby will be selected by the group, and all -1 instances will attempt to subdue or incapacitate the subject, henceforth designated -2. If this is successful, all instances will then manifest along with -2, reappearing within SCP-2668. Must be wild to see, like, animatronics that look like Roman soldiers from back in the days just chasing you down. If -2 is not subdued within a matter of minutes, more -1 instances will manifest at exponential rate. Wow, it's just you're just getting chased. You're just like running, like you turn around and more -1s just pop out of the ground, and you're like. If any instance damage during this process will spontaneously demanifest, another -1 will take their place. How SCP-2668 replenishes its supply of -1 instances is unknown. This behavior will not cease until -2 is subdued and transported to SCP-2668. Once -2 is transported, all instances of -1 will demanifest. Up to 15 minutes following this, all powered electronic screens in the area will begin to display live footage of SCP-2668. I have a bad feeling, guys. I have a feeling Colosseum, it being live streamed. Once a subject has been successfully acquired by the entities, the second stage of 2668 salutant event will begin. -2 will be provided with a number of weapons. Yeah, okay, here we go. I knew it. And forced to engage an opponent in combat. Like, what if it's like an elderly man? It's like, I don't know what do you want me to do with this? Invariably resembling an entity with which the subject has had some manner of disagreement or hostility in the past. Oh, you get to they get to fight somebody they don't like. Like I don't want to fight anybody. Somebody pops in and you're like, Marco. Oh, you son of a bitch. This includes, but it's not limited to, authority figures, abstract concepts, past acquaintances, and esoteric entities. If -2 is killed during this combat, they will reappear within SCP-2668 and be forced to continue fighting. Once victorious, -2 will be escorted from the region by a number of -1 instances, and -1 will enter dormant phase. So -2 can die and just come back over and over again. The next 2668 salutant event will take place no less than 8 weeks following the subject's victory. Of course, I'm not sure about this one. Not sure what I'm not sure what that sentence is in relevance to. I'm sorry, mechanic. The record of recorded 268,000 events seat document A. Well, here we go. Abridged. Nice. So we have dash 2 instances. Mr. Embry, a replica of one John Sutton, Mr. Embry's former partner. Uh-oh. Was there some bad blood, Mr. Embry? Dash 2 was provided with a double-headed axe and full body plate armor. The opponent received the same. Mr. Embry reported the experience to be hugely enjoyable and cathartic and expressed a wish to participate again. Amnestic supplied the stuff. I got to kill my a former partner of mine. I gotta be honest with you, felt pretty good, and I'll do it again. And I'll fucking do it again. To be fair, the idea, besides former partner, but the idea of fighting somebody that you don't like it's a replica. So it's not like you're actually killing somebody, and you cannot die either. Does sound pretty therapeutic. maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's because I'm thinking of a certain someone I would not mind like absolutely thrashing them. But yeah, at the same time though, even though it's a replica, I don't think I would be willing to go that far to kill them. You know what I mean? Because like at the end, they still look like the person. You still, I would still associate that with killing the actual person. I would still think like I did murder a man. So I don't think I would be that enthusiastic about this scenario. Mr. Fulton, assistant creator of Museum. A large humanoid wearing a business suit with a plastic name tag reading management. The actor was provided with a broadsword. The opponent was unarmed. After suffering several fatalities, Mr. Fulton succeeded in disemboweling the opponent. As a self-professed pacifist, they reported extreme distaste with the event and requested a high-level amnestics compounds approved. Okay, so okay, good. So some people, good to see that some people are like, this felt awful. I think that would be me. I think that would definitely be me. Like, I would see somebody I dislike, forced to fight them because like I will die over and over. And I'm like, okay, I guess I can only get out of this if I actually beat them. And then once it's over, I'll be like, this felt awful. Why did you make me do this? It's a reference saying that's okay. How many rap I was playing today? Researcher S. Lloyd, Site 43, Head of Countermemetics, NA, redacted. Foundation R&D teams are currently attempting to develop equivalent technology. Lloyd returned from SB 2668, unable to recall any portion of the event. He did, however, report finding it an incredibly satisfying experience. Miss Wilbur. 3 identical copies of redacted Miss Wilbur's father. 23 swords of various types arranged in a circle at the center of the arena. On the attempt, wow, it took her triple-digit amounts of attempts, so at least 100. Miss Wilbur succeeded killing all 3 entities. She later requested to retain knowledge of the basic sword proficiency acquired while inside SCP-2668. Denied. Hey, I learned how to use a sword. Let me keep that knowledge. No. Amnestics administered as normal with false memory supplied to account for the time spent within SB-2668. I mean, at least 100 attempts is crazy. Dr. Chun Lei, a large anthropomorphized arachnid capable of speech. Dr. Lei was given a choice from a rolled-up newspaper and an oversized novelty fly swatter and an intricate net. Although they initially chose to fly swallow, this was later discarded in favor of unarmed combat. He's like, I can't kill the spider, I need to use my fists. Street Fighter music starts playing. After 256 attempts, time dilation began to occur, causing viewers to perceive the battle progressing at vastly increased speeds. After an estimated 1,000 attempts, Dr. Lei was successful. Wow. That many times. And all temporal distortion ceased. The subject was largely unresponsive upon the return, and no successful interviews were conducted. Class A amnestics were administered and the subject was released with no memory of the incident. I mean, to be fair, like, in the tens of thousands of attempts is crazy. Before I was like, oh, this is at least 100. This is in the tens of thousands. Researcher M4 ectoanthropologist formerly stationed at Site 898, SB2794. Well, we will find out about that within 2 months. Redacted for priority. Unclear. See document see document B, which we have here. Load document B. On the 17th, 10th, 2001, researcher Michael Fluff was abducted by -1. Instances following this his stationing at historical site 80, Pompeii Information Center. Protocol Roma was executed as normal, and Fluff was transferred to SB2668 with no complications. The following is a document of the 2668 Sultan event that subsequently occurred. -2 instance, Foundation researcher Michael S. Fluff, opponent a large mass of SB2794 instances, operating as a single entity. The mass appeared to show sentience uncommon to SB2794, suggesting the presence of a Category B hive mind. Provided equipment, various types of weaponry varying from long-range firearms to metal gauntlets, generally increasing in complexity and potential lethality. With each successive attempt, a full list of provided equipment is available in Document C. Results: researcher Fluff attempted to attack the opponent using all supplied weaponry, but quickly became aware that SB2794's ability prevented defeat. Extra from SB2794's abridged documentation, SB2794 resemble Coccinella septimpunctata, the 7-spot ladybird, with the exception of the anomalous properties and a white inscription on the side reading Paurum Christum. Instances of SB2794 are impossible to neutralize by any known means. Aha! So literally his opponent is a thing that cannot be killed. After 67 attempts with Fluff succumbing to the opponent in each case, we began to show signs of distress, gesticulating wildly and attempting to communicate with personnel outside of SCP-2668. All attempts to reason with either the opponent or the observing -1 instances were met with failure, and after 3090 attempts, a temporary observation station was constructed with the purpose of monitoring -1. The repeated termination and resurrection of researcher Fluff occurred for a further 3 months, with increasing temporal dilation resulting in over 140,000 cycles during this period. No contact with researcher Fluff was achieved in this time, and no abnormal behavior was observed from SCP-2794. On 9th 2002, all visual contact with SCP-2668 was lost, and is presumed unrecoverable. That's crazy. Addendum 20th 4th 2003. Researcher M4 tentatively designated -3 manifested suddenly 4 kilometers southeast of historical site 80. On the person were a number of weapons of unknown manufacture, presumably generated by SCP-2668. It came back. God damn it. A device capable of manipulating dimensional stability over a short range. While equivalent technologies are known to the Foundation, the device carried by -3 was apparently assembled from various apparently random electromechanical components. Contained within the device were the severed limbs of several -1 instances, modules superficially resembling reality buoys currently in development, and the barrel and accelerator of a directed energy weapon of an unknown manufacturer. A full analysis is available from the site 54 archives on request. How -3 was able to create or procure this device was while within SCP-2668 is being investigated. Interviews with -3 have so far been inconclusive. An extended amnestic regimen is expected to drastically improve the entity's psychological and emotional states. Note that since -3's manifestation, video footage of SB2668 has been resumed. No abnormal activity has yet been observed from SB2668, and -1 have not yet left the seating area, acting as though the conflict was still ongoing. Addendum 20th 8th 2042. Today we mourn the loss of a truly great man, senior researcher Fluff. He has been an inspiration to us all throughout his career. He has weathered hardships the likes of which few of us can know. He was more than just a colleague to us at Site 898. He was a friend. And Lord knows that in this business, good friends are few and far between. I want more than anything to thank them for showing us how to overcome adversity and for helping us through the bad times. There's no exaggeration to say that life will not be the same now he's gone. We'll miss you, Michael. Notice from Site Director Ingo in response to the death of -3 from natural causes at the age of 76. A funeral was held 3 days later, but was disrupted by the sudden manifestation of the entity's corpse and the announcement of resumed activity from SCP-266A. Ain't no way. Ain't no way the arena was like, come back. You ain't done yet. Addendum 24th 8th 2042. Following the aforementioned resumption of activity and the lack of further manifestations, the anomaly has been reclassified as safe. -3 has been marked as permanently MIA and will receive a posthumous Foundation star for perseverance and valor as and when he expires. Should you manage to exit SB2668 a second time, the ethics committee has voted unanimously in favor of devising a method of permanent elimination. Research into -3's possible retrieval is ongoing, but shows low promise. Plans to rename the northern wing of Historical Site 80 in the memory are awaiting approval. God, they just... And just when I thought I escaped, they pulled me back in. Poor -3, poor Michael. Died of old age, and then the arena was just like, you keep on fighting. You haven't defeated your opponent yet. Oh boy. Damn. Okay, now this is gonna be interesting because the next page doesn't exist anymore because the author deleted the page, so we have to use Web Archive. I'm pretty sure if I give into the bot, it would not tell me which. No, it does. Does it? Is this somebody? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it doesn't seem to be telling me if this is supposed to be the author. No, no, it's meet the staff. That's not it. We got a rating of -7 here, which is interesting.